Congratulations, you're born. No big nice, no celebration, not even a background music. Quiet, confusing, tightly packed bamboo forest. You're born in a cave as a brave tiger cub. Brave is yet to come, maybe in a few weeks. First, you need to open your eyes, learn how to walk without falling like a fool. Till then, the main job is simple. Stay alive. After that, we can talk about bravery and courage only if you're still alive. Because the place you're born is not a peaceful ashram where you can relax and meditate. This is a brutal forest where every second carries danger. Something is always waiting to mess you up, especially snakes, leopards, jackals, and even fully grown male tigers. To them, your life is a potential target. Adult male tigers, part-time predators, full-time population control department. Spotting the population is too high, they kill the newborns. Then, realizing the miscalculation, they step back in to help make babies again. No emotions, no personal likes or dislikes, just non-stop public service, running in the background 24/7. Along with you, two siblings are born. Nothing special about them, just background actors in your little story. Your body is barely 12 inches tall, looking like a tiny striped papaya. For the next few days, you cry like a fool, drink milk until your belly bursts, sleep like a dead tourist, and the moment you wake up, you start crying all over again. 2 weeks later, your eyes finally open, and you start crawling around like a drunken, creepy worm. Going forward is easy, but reverse gate doesn't work at all. Look at this pathetic thing. Doesn't even have driving sense. Get off my way. Who the hell gave you license, bro? Slowly, you start learning to walk. Even if you fall down many times, something inside you keeps pushing you to stand up and walk again. You keep trying non-stop for 3 days, but still, proper walking is not happening. You know what? Last season babies were far better than you. Started to walk properly in a short time and went out like a ninja warriors, but they never came back. Now you're 8 months old. Old milk is bitter. Oat milk could be better. You slowly cut down milk and start eating meat. Your teeth have grown a bit more, and you feel like biting all the time. Your mom goes for hunting and bring food. Zero shame. You order all the luxury dishes like you're living in a five-star hotel. Few days later, your mom takes you out of the cave. The outside world is super bright and really pretty. Screaming birds, swaying trees, so many strange creatures, beautiful plant with nice smell. Everything makes you feel amazed and kinda confused at the same time. You're fighting with plants, playing with insects, running everywhere like an excited monkey. Your mom teaching you the basic fundamentals of hunting, but you don't look like you're taking anything seriously. When she tells you walk quietly, you step on something and make noise. When she says hide, you pop up out of excitement and run around like a loose tire. Suddenly, some weird shape flies over your head. Instantly, you freeze like a statue. Something inside you says, if you don't move, nobody will notice you. Look at this pathetic masterpiece, born with a premium chaos. Maybe you should have just slept upside down that day. When you are young, life lets you make a lot of mistakes. Every mistake you make when you are small is exactly what shapes you into a better hunter in the future. Every mistake is an experience, every slip is a practice, and every failure is a lesson. Now you're 6 months old. From a clueless little baby who knew nothing, you have entered the stage of shut up, I know everything. But let's be honest, you three haven't even killed a rat yet. You can't tell the difference between your own shadow and an enemy. But you walk around like a king of the jungle, acting as if you are already a professional hunter. You start going to hunt with your mom, but every single time she finishes the job before even you reach the spot. Digging holes, chasing birds, climbing trees, splashing in the water, even picking fight with a dead deer. Your playful nonsense just keep increasing day by day. Unlike other big cats, tigers actually love water. They can swim continuously at around 6 km per hour up to 30 minutes. On top of that, they can hold their breath underwater for about 40 to 60 seconds. Every day, you can feel your body getting stronger. Your siblings are growing up too. One is a full-time crier, screaming like the world is ending if you even touch him. The other is a professional thief, grabbing anything he sees and running off like it already belongs to him. Fighting with your siblings has become a normal life. Fighting over sleeping spots, fighting over leftover bones, fighting over catching a lizard, even fighting over the peeing spot. When young cubs fight like this, it helps to build their physical strength and sharpens their hunting skills. It also reduces fear at a mental level and later helps them to face other tigers with confidence, even in real fights. Now you're 2 years old. You go for a hunt right after the birthday party, impressing your mom with your lightning speed attack. Honestly, your hunting skills have really grown well, and you move much faster than the other cubs. You take down deer, wild boars, wild buffaloes, and even crocodiles sometimes. Day by day, fights with your siblings get more intense. When it comes to food, it's always a fight. Few months later, one evening, all four of you were resting together. At the time, a wild boar casually walks straight toward your spot, completely unaware of you. Your mom instantly takes off after it, and before you can even process what's happening, your legs start running on their own. And, like always, before you even get close, she has already caught the wild boar. You woke up, hoping to grab a bite, but your mom blocks you and doesn't let you to come near. Until yesterday, she was all love and care, but now, suddenly she's acting selfish. You honestly can't believe it. You lost your mom, but you still have your siblings. When you're all together, at least food isn't something you have to worry about. We can hunt our own, and if that doesn't work, we can always steal someone else's kill. Should we start by stealing from mom? No, bad idea. You three start searching for food. After a while, you spot an old somber deer. It looks weak and injured. It can't even run fast. Soon, the three of you surround it and catch it. Look at the thing trying to sprint with the limping legs. Well done, brothers. Teamwork wins. At least we won't be sleeping with an empty stomach for the next few days. Oh, wait. Oh, no. How did I forget? That was my mistake, closing my eyes in front of two multi-talented thieves with a PhD in stealing. Tigers are lone predators. Once the cub leaves their mom, they start living alone in their own territory. You have to find your own place to hunt and improve your hunting skills. Your stomach cries for food. You find a perfect spot for hunting and sit quietly behind the rocks. A group of deer comes toward your spot. The wind is blowing from your back, so they could smell you and easily know you're hiding. So, you quietly move to the other side. Deer can run at speed of up to 60 km per hour. Unlike many other animals, they can reach their top speed within a few seconds of starting to run. They're also extremely skilled at leaping and changing direction instantly while running. You can also run at 60 km per hour, but not for long. You can't keep that full speed going for more than 10 seconds. That's why getting as close as possible before the chase begins is crucial. All the lessons your mother taught you start replaying in your head. You slowly begin to move forward. The deer are completely busy grazing. Usually when deer graze in a herd, one of them always stays alert. There is always that one guard constantly watching, scanning for predators. And yes, even here, there is one standing on duty. It senses your smell and alerts the rest. You start chasing them immediately, but they slip away and run off with ease. Don't celebrate, you fool. Just wait, someone will come for you. Over the next few days, you face continuous failure. Most of the time, only rabbits and birds are available to eat. But the repeated losses in hunting don't affect you. Instead, they sharpen your hunting skills even more. Slowly, you begin to taste success. Years pass. You go on to hunt small deer species, wild buffaloes, wild pigs, even crocodiles resting near the shore. Eventually, you try every dishes on your menu. Now you're 5 years old, a large part of the jungle is under your control, and you're ready to mate. From a distance, you hear the call of a female tiger. You know exactly what it means. Without hesitation, you sprint toward the sound. But another male has already reached the spot. Tigers usually don't fight just for mating. To avoid serious injuries or death, the weaker male often backs down on his own. Only when two males are equally strong does a real fight become unavoidable. But here, your opponent looks more like a ready-made side character. So you just flex a little, show off those tiger biceps, and scare him off without much effort. Realizing he can't win in a fight, that male tiger starts listing all his extracurricular activities and talking about his great family legacy, hoping for a chance. And sometimes, the female tiger is the one who decides who she wants to pair with. So backward, right? Long live feminism. But this female tiger chooses you. Tigers are only seen together during the mating season, and we can't exactly show you that part. Once it's over, they return to living alone as usual. And males have no part in raising the cubs at all. At last, you have passed your lineage. You have your own territory to hunt in. Over the years, you fight bravely against many rival tigers who comes to challenge you. The experience you gain from those battles shapes you into a truly formidable predator. Every morning, you walk along the borders of your territory. Your stride is calm and natural. No noise, no rush. There isn't even the slightest fear in your mind. You move with confidence, with quiet authority. The paw prints you leave behind create fear and uncertainty among the other animals. And when your powerful roar echoes through the forest, the entire jungle falls into silence. Now you don't hunt as often. Even if animals accidentally wander near you, you don't attack them without reason. This is the most important lesson you have learned in your life. No matter how much strength, skill, or experience you have, the responsibility of when, where, and against whom to use the power lies with you. This quality that sets you apart from other animals. Now you're 15 years old. Your body has begun to weak. Your teeth are losing their strength. Digestive problems have reduced your appetite significantly, but your confidence and courage haven't faded, not even a little. Like always, one day you set out to patrol the border of your territory. That's when a fully grown male tiger approaches you. You obviously can't defeat him, but the predator inside you isn't ready to step back either. He makes the first move. You strike back with full force. He's young, quick, and energetic, but even he struggles to withstand the power of your blows. Both of you are soon covered in wounds. Within moments, he rises again and charges at you once more. After a long fight, exhaustion begins to take over. You're too tired to continue. With no other choice, you step back. You leave the place with wounds all over your body, and you're starving. In the distance, you notice a herd of a deer. Wait, check if the food is there again. No, forget it. Don't humiliate yourself chasing them at this age. Over the next few days, you try hunting different animals and fail every time. Your wounds are getting worse. You have lost a lot of blood. 2 weeks pass without a single meal. Slowly, even the feeling of hunger begins to disappear. Your once majestic walk has now grown weak, and every place you pause brings back old memories. Each minute feels like hours stretching endlessly. The tree seems empty. No birds, no movement from other animals. It feels as if the entire forest has slept behind you, as if you have been abandoned in your own kingdom. The sun beats down relentlessly. Whether human or animal, life may seem easy for those who believe it can be lived in any way at all. But for those who choose to live with intention, who decide that their life must stand for something, the journey is never simple. We choose the path we truly desire. So, we must accept all the problems and hardships that comes with it and keep fighting no matter what.